guys, how you
Hello,
doing
hello,
today? It's your girl, Miss
hello.
Debs. I'm coming to you from here in my kitchen in Orange, New Jersey. I am so soup today, guys. Let me tell you why. First, let me give honor to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ because he's so worthy to be acknowledged and praised on this day and any other day. Wouldn't you agree? Because without God, there could be no me, no you, no us, no this. Guys, today I was up here on my laptop just looking at some things, and I started this healthy run, right? Because I'm at a point in my life where I'm tired of being overweight. And this is the truth. This is coming from the core of my existence. Nothing to be ashamed of. We all go through trials and tribulations. We all fall down that ladder and we get back up and we try it again. Now, on my journey from being on YouTube, excuse me, guys, since 2019, I came on, I told you guys before that, follow me, and I stopped doing my little videos, came back again. So as I came back, my thing was cooking. Even when I was doing my Facebook, I started off on Facebook with my cooking. And I was like, I grew up in a household, and I'm not blaming my mom, but we always had food. And when I moved out on my own, I think it was one time when I didn't have to eat what I wanted to eat for me and my children. So ever since that day, it's just something clicked in me, guys. And it was like, your kids are never going to go hungry. You're never going to be wondering what you could have, should have had, and you wanted this for night, and you for the night that you're cooking, and you don't have it in your cupboard or your refrigerator or your cabinets. So ever since then, something clicked in me, and it was like, your house going to stay full. You're going to keep your house full with food. Have your house like a grocery store. You never know what might happen out here in the world. Wars, anything. The world can just go crazy, right? But I always had it in my mind after that one incident that I'm going to always have food for my children. I'm going to keep my house like a store. So when we first got our apartment, me and my ex-husband and me and the kids were home a lot by ourselves, right? And I was like, no, we got to just keep this place. So ever since then, in my first apartment, I said, you're never going to let your kids go to the point where they're hungry. So that's why I keep so much stuff in my house. But through the years and being out of work for going on 3 years now, I have packed on some pounds. Let me tell you, girl, looking like an Oompa Loompa. And I don't feel right in my spirit now because I've never been this heavy before in my life. And I could put it on me being out of work for 3 years, yeah. But even before I stopped working, I was working at the doctor's office. You guys heard this story before. This is not going to be a long video. But I'm telling you why I'm taking my health journey now. And I'm serious about it this time. You can look on my videos through the years. I've been jumping on a bandwagon, say I'm going to do it. Then I say I don't do it. And I never really call it a diet per se because I don't want to put a terminology on it. Because then in your brain, you start thinking, oh, I can't eat this. It's got to be minute, every little thing I eat, right? And I don't want to be like that because that makes you fall off. Well, for me, it does. So anyway, when I was working at the doctor's office, we were always having the reps come around, that represents the doctor and try to, sell their products to the doctors. They were always coming around and giving us lunches. And then we were always going out, me and some of my coworkers going to eat anything we wanted, we would go eat. When I had money and I was shopping, if you look back at my hauls, I was always going, the price didn't even faze me back then because I was working and I had money to pay for it. But now being on a fixed income, I'm looking and then I know that prices have gone up from when I used to shop when I was working. But I used to could go anywhere and shop. My Costco's, my Sam's Club, go here, Trader Joe's, all that. It didn't mean a thing to me, and I wasn't trying to show off. If I wanted something and I liked it, I got it. And if I had the money to get it. So that was my journey. And through those journeys and eating what you wanted and being on YouTube with a channel titled Deborah's Delicious Dishes, you're going to be packing on some pounds if you're not careful. And that's what happened to me. So now I'm on this journey real quick. I'm walking now. I have every type of ailment, but I can't make that a crutch or a scapegoat because I was laying in the bed one night. Let me tell you what happened real quick. So now I've been walking for almost a week. I can see the difference already when I got on the scale, guys. I'm not lying. 6 pounds down already. Oh my God. So yeah, I'm going to share this with you guys. But I never would title it a diet. I would say I want to eat healthier. I want to be on a healthy regimen. I want to start treating my body right, right? So when I got on that scale the day after I finished washing up, I said, son, I'm going to take my walk. Because he asked me this morning, he was like, Mom, are you going to take your walk today? I said, no, my knee and my back is killing me. Then something said I had a virtual appointment with my rheumatologist. And I said, no, you're going to get your butt up after this appointment. After you get up, wash, and talk to your doctor, you're going to get up and you're going to make it happen and you're going to be moving. Now, mind you, my right knee is shredded. The doctor told me that around about 3 weeks ago, close to a month, when I went to go see my orthopedic doctor that's going to do my surgery on the right knee in August. He was like, when he came in the room, they have the little modern technology x-rays now. They can just, don't even have to see the x-ray picture, but the wording, they already know. So he said, your knee is really shredded, your right knee. So he said, we want you to take off 12 pounds. So that was one ding up in the old brain. Then to get back to what I was doing, I was laying in the bed the other night. And lately my joints have been cramping up. So I have arthritis. And look, I'm not looking for no pity party. Guys, I'm just telling you what I'm going through. So I started experiencing cramps in my fingers. Like these fingers would like lock and come out of joint wise. Like instead of being like this, they will come out like that. And they'll stay there. And then my thumb, and it's so embarrassing sometimes. And then it got to the point where it was happening with my toes. So I would just getting out the bed normally, going to use the bathroom, put my foot down, and my toes just like be erect, like they just cramp up, like straight up, right? So I was like, wow. So I said, okay, maybe I need some potassium in my body. Maybe I need that. So that's why I'm starting on the smoothies with the bananas. And I want those real ripe bananas. I got a couple right here that me and my son just went to the store today and got. So I brought some in a haul I did yesterday. But I got them green and yellow because I wanted them to last. So they're up there on top of the fridge trying to get brown. But anyway, so once I got up out the bed and I noticed that when I put my foot down, no, hold on, let me backtrack. Before I even got up out the bed, excuse me, guys. Before, what's this, at 7 minutes? Let me hear it. Before I even got out the bed, when I went to turn to get on out the bed, because I will lay on my back sometime because that's more comfortable for me because I have like something going on with my hips. So anyway, that's why I don't stand straight up when I'm doing my videos. I told you about that before anyway. Got nerve damage, herniated disc, a little arthritis in my back. So anyway, when I was getting up out the bed and I moved like this, that big vein that comes right here on the side of your neck, you can see it when you like turn a certain way. That bad boy was bulging out, right? And it was kind of like stuck. Like I had, the saying, the crook in your neck. I had a crook in my neck, but the vein was out. That scared me senseless. So I was like, okay, you know what? No more playing around, sister. This is your life. This is your health. You're not doing it for nobody. You're not jumping on a bandwagon with nobody. You're jumping on a bandwagon to get yourself healthy for you. Now, as you will see, through my journey on YouTube since 2019, I have been getting into the regular healthy routine. Then I will fall back, Guys, I'm going to tell you something. This is the truth. And if you can't be real with yourself, you can't be real with nobody else. I was on YouTube because I have a lot of videos I always explain to you guys. I have them in my vault. So I did that before when I was having the first knee surgery, and I just overdid it because I was like, I don't want to not have videos to put up. And I will take a break for 2 and 3 days. That's just me. I have to connect with God again if I feel myself falling. But I was like, okay, so now you have all these videos. And I was just looking at some of the things, and some of them I deleted because I was looking at, and this to say this, I was appalled at myself, guys, because I was looking at some of the food, and it's the quantity of food that I was making for me and my household. And then I looked at my kids, and some of them been put on pounds, and I was like, wait a minute, no, you're doing this wrong. You can cook. You're a good cook. You ain't the best cook, but you're a good cook. And you know how to cook a lot of things. I can make bread by hand, pie crusts, cookies, whatever. I can do it by the grace of God. And I'm not bragging about that. But I was like, look at your kids, and you're doing this in a sense too, because you're making these big meals. They're so used to it. And I was like, no, it has to stop. It has to stop. So now, if you were ever wondering, maybe you wasn't wondering, but I'm just telling you, Miss Debs is on her health regime now. It has to be done. It has to be done. So the days I've been walking, it has been almost a week. I can feel it in my body, guys. I can feel it. Like I was talking to my rheumatologist today, and I was telling him, I said, I feel lighter. I feel lighter. And I know I didn't take off 10, 20 pounds or nothing like that. But to release that, and I take water pills daily too. But I take like, guys, I take like over 12 medicines a day. And some of those are 2 times a day. So I was like, you know what? I know I can use the excuse the medication is putting pounds on me because I take heart medication. But I was like, no, a lot of this has to do with the way you're cooking. And you have to stop it because you're hurting yourself and you're hurting your children. And even though all my kids are grown, but boy, do they, Mom, could you make this for me? My daughter said, Mom, I saw this recipe. Can you do this? Even people that know me will ask me to make things for them. You know, I did my little catering. And through the years, a girl packed on some pounds, especially being home for 2.5 years. Now I'm going on 3 years. So this is what I'm saying. Now I'm starting this health regimen because it's what I need to do, is what I have to do if I want to live. Because I'm not going to be, when I found myself trying to get out the bed that night, and then I wheezed sometime at night because I had a lung infection one time, but not from smoking either. But anyway, so I was like, look at you. And I was like breathing, like you could hear me wheezing as I was laying down one night. I said, no, this has got to stop. This has got to stop. And only one can make it stop, Deborah, is you. You can make it stop. So now, I don't care what anybody say. I'm not jumping on a bandwagon. I'm jumping on my wagon to be fit and healthy and strong. And the reason I said no matter what nobody said, because you see a lot of other people doing it. And that's beautiful because we all want to get healthy. It comes a time in your life when that light bulb turn on. And it's like, look, you're going to keep on going down this road. You probably won't be here next year. Next year, you probably won't be here in a couple of months. Get it together. I have a lot of illnesses going on. It's time to do something about it. Now, let me show you something. Even I was up here on my laptop. Oh, I didn't turn it off that quick. Okay, there we go. Well, I got to wait till it boot back up. Okay, there we go. Hold up, guys. So I was sitting here today. I said, let me do a video. Let me just put my password in. I said, let me do a video. And this is what I came up with. I'm looking for, can you see that? What oils that you can cook with. Sorry, some light over there. What oils you can cook with when you're trying to eat healthy. My question was, what kind of cooking oils is best to cook with when you're eating healthy? They have canola oil. They have avocado oil, kosher oil, or Smart Balance. Now, when I had started my healthy regimen before, I went with the Smart Balance, and it was a pretty decent oil, right? But now that's what I'm doing, and that's what's going to work for me. Now, you might see some videos. That's another reason why I'm doing this video. You might see some videos of mine that I put out from before that was in my vault that I didn't get rid of because I wasn't going to delete all of them. And it's not so healthy food. So just look at those and say, oh, look at Miss Deb. She coming, because that's going to be in the past. But I will be making a holiday meal, but I'm just going to do it smarter now. So let me just show you. I go walking every day. I can feel it, guys. I can feel it. Yes. And even though, I still got my gobble gobble, that's going to take a minute to go. But I see it's not so profound now. And it's like it only took for me to pray and say, God, show me how to do this. Because if I keep going the way I'm going, I'm not going to be here much longer. For my kids, I had my little grandson here for Mother's Day. And I just enjoyed having that little guy because they live far away. They don't live here in Jersey. And just to be with him, and mom and dad went out and I just watched him, and it was just beautiful. Like, I want to be here for that little guy. You know what I'm saying? So this food and getting on YouTube, cooking for folks, it's beautiful. But in the meantime, you walking around and you packing on the pounds. That's not cool. And it's like, I'm at a point, I'm not judging nobody else, but it's time for this chick right here to change because I want to be here. So that is why I'm starting my journey on eating healthy, being healthy, even though I have a lot of ailments and I have herniated disc in my back. I can't move and function and get down and do them exercises like if I was in a club. But my daughter said, Mom, after you had that surgery in August and you recoup, you're going to come to that gym with me because I was, when I had my left operation, I did a journey on that. I walk you through it as I was going in when I was at the doctor in emergency, you go into the operating room and stuff like that. And I got back on once I came back to my senses. And I was showing everybody, how I was doing. And then I was walking around the same day, guys. I'm a very determined person. So if I can do that and walk the same day, and the next day I went home from having my total knee replacement surgery. And that's what's going to happen with the right knee, God willing, I'm here to see it. But just to show you, you can do anything you put your mind to. I'm 58 years old. I'm tired of being obese. I'm tired of walking around here showing YouTube I can cook and stuff like that, and I'm packing on the pounds, and YouTube going about their business. Have a funeral for me. Yeah, she was a good old girl. She could cook next. So, guys, thank you for joining me. I just want to tell you, anybody that's willing to get on this journey, if you want to do it with me, or you want to just follow each other, and we can help each other out. I'm doing some investigation with this baby. I'm going to be looking and see online, what do I have to do? What exercises can I do with having all these different issues with my body? Like I walk, I'm stooped over, and that's embarrassing within itself. Being a lot of things going on. I was in two car accidents, and I had the herniated disc in my back, and I was going to physical therapy, but it got to the point where I couldn't handle it. So if I can do it, you can do it. Now let's get off that roly-poly round, and let's come out and be lean, green, moving machine, okay? God bless you guys. I love you. Look out for my videos on this healthy journey. Your girl is taking it. You're welcome to come along with me. If not, I'm going to do it by myself. God bless you.